Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of The Surfer's Journey. In today's episode, I'm going to focus on the pop-up and how we can refine it to make it better. And to do that, I'm going to make a comparison between somebody who had their very first surf and what their pop-up looked like, and compare it to my own, which is a 20-year surfer. I'm going to have a close look at the differences to see how we can perfect a pop-up to make it the best that it can be. And guys, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe now so you stay up to date with all of my latest videos and tutorials. But for now, let's get into today's lesson of the week. So why is it that we need to spend so much time and energy into perfecting our pop-up? Well, the pop-up is obviously the basis for surfing. Once we master this skill and we don't have to think about it anymore, we can then spend all our time and energy in focusing on how we can progress and get to that next level. And it's not just beginner surfers who can make their pop-up better. There are many intermediate level surfers out there who could improve their pop-up. I'm going to show you exactly how we do that. Let's have a look at this comparison of me and Stu. Here you can see we've both paddled hard and we're ready to pop up. At this stage, we're at the same point, hands below our shoulders, and we're ready to go. Now you can see that I'm a bit quicker in the way that I do things, so I'm already lifting my chest, getting ready to bring my legs through. Stu said later that by taking off slower, it was actually a lot harder, and when he became faster at popping up, things were a lot easier. Now one thing people ask a lot is when you go to pop up, do you go to your knees or how does it work? Well, you can see here that I haven't even touched my knees on that board, and I've literally gone from that chest raise straight to up and riding on my feet. I've done this enough times to know where to put my feet, and I don't have to think about it anymore. And from that point, I was up and riding. But let's focus on Stu's pop-up now to see what he can do to make it better next time he goes surfing. So if we see him here, he's got both his knees on the board, and the next move that he makes is to drag up his front leg. He's still got his knee on the board. He then lifts up his back leg to place that on the board. So this is what we call a two-stage pop-up. Pop-ups like this are really common in many surfers from beginner to intermediate, but they're certainly not ideal. And later on, once you get up and riding along a wave, a slow pop-up like that will really cost you, and chances are you'll end up falling or getting caught behind a section. So it's worth investing time now to fix it. Here we can see that the front foot placement isn't ideal. It's off center, so it's not in the middle of that stringer. It's also facing too straight. But Stu recognized that and he managed to adjust it and correct it. You can see this is much better because now his foot is on that 45-degree angle and the string is going through his foot. Even though it was a two-stage pop-up and it wasn't straight to his feet, you can see that it still achieved its purpose and he's up and riding on that wave. So it's not a huge issue in the early days. But like I said, we want to try and make it better. And the ideal situation is to pop up straight to our feet. It's going to take time and practice to get this right. And there are a few things that we can do to make this better. One is practicing. We need to surf as much as we can and catch as many waves as we can to continually practice that pop-up. Another thing that we can do is that pre-surf warm-up. So before you go surfing, draw your surfboard or trace your surfboard on the sand, draw the stringer and practice popping up, making sure that your feet are in that perfect position, making sure that you do it in one movement instead of multiple. Through lots of repetition, you'll develop muscle memory, and that's when we don't have to think about things anymore and they'll just happen for us. But we have to dedicate that time to get this skill. Guys, thanks for watching the video today. I hope that now you've picked up a few pointers of how you can improve your own pop-up. And I hope this will make a big difference to your success rate in the future. Remember to like the video and comment below to let me know what other videos you'd like to see. Thanks guys, I'll see you in the water.